is me, Rowan Huang. Before I begin, let me first introduce myself. My name is Rowan Huang. I'm an author, spirit coach, and also a psychic. This is part 2 of Youth Seminar. This seminar is focusing on giving you a kickstart while feeling so confused in nowadays technology or overwhelmed information. But remember, whatever I'm sharing with you is simply from my personal opinion through 20 plus years of experience. I have no intention to change your religions or change your belief. So if you find anything helpful, great. If you don't, feel more than welcome to leave it to me. At the end, I just want to help, not to change your belief. So let's get into our part 2. In this particular seminar, we're going to talk about where our future is going. After the last seminar, I give you guys a little bit idea why we are so confused. While we are evolving from the industrial era into the era of awareness, a lot of things was simply doesn't feel right. So just let me do a quick recap. We are recently just moving out of this industrial era. So-called industrial era is people expecting you to be a certain way. There's a certain standard to be called good, and then there's certain standard to call beautiful, successful, and etc. Most likely your parents was raised in those kind of era and those kind of standard. Therefore, they will try to teach you what they know the best to be successful. And after the industrial era, we will get into explosive era. The reason we call explosive is because everything seems so overwhelmed. A lot of information overloaded, or a lot of technology overloaded, or everything seems so extreme. But luckily, this era is only short period of time. Then now, in this era, is called era of awareness, that where you guys become more aware of who you are, what you are, and start to get a sense of yourself. So that's why most of you will start dealing with confusion also. But eventually, we're gonna start moving into era of awakening, when people start to get an idea who they are, and then this is where they start finding where they position themselves. But this is also the point that where you start to know what other people are too. So that's how you can kind of know you, know them, and then know where to position yourself. And then you will get into this era of manifestation. That is when people start creating. So when people start creating and then start having the same idea, either they can manifest something on their own or they can manifest something with a group of people. So anyway, this is roughly the era that we are heading toward. I would say sometimes era can prolong for a long time depending on how generation evolve. But the process we are in right now, I would give each era roughly around 12 years, because at the end, it's still one big lesson. It just break it into little part for you guys to better understand. So if you understand that, you will understand most of you are taught by the parents of industrial era. That is, they will teach you how to study hard, work hard, have certain quality, so then you will be successful or you will be reach to certain level of your life, etc. Simply how everything have to go step by step, that you can reach wherever you want to reach. But then you also got to this era where there's a lot of information overloaded, or there are a lot of things seems too good to be true, or the standard that's way too high for anybody to reach. So because you guys were also exposed to this era where success seems to come so easy. So therefore, your mind, even though you were taught in industrial era, everything you want, you have to work hard for it. You also got introduced to various variety of opportunity or possibility that you don't really have to work hard, but it seems that you can get that as well, or if not more. So that's why your mind is constantly very confused of who say what is right, and then you simply don't know what to do. So this is also why when you are facing being successful or being rich or being whatever standard people expected of you, as much as you want to get out of it, you couldn't help because you were taught that way or part of your life has been exposed or educated the industrial way. So therefore, you still have certain standard in your mind that you would like to reach, but you simply don't know how, since you were told the old way, but you were exposed to the new possibility. So due to that, very likely in this new generation or where our future is heading, you start to see a lot of people seeking for a quick answer or quick solution. Instead of the old way, you might have to harvest really hard for one answer or one result. Young mind will start wanted a result with a quick solution. So, you no longer have attention spent for something that is really long or boring or things like that. You just want people to quickly sum it up for you so you can get an idea how to do it. So you do want guidance, but you want something quick and simple and different from what your parent used to teach you. Also, due to the whole era of industrial, you also have the urge and need to fight against it. So therefore, you will have a desire to break all the rule or restriction or any standard because you simply don't want to be defined in certain way. You want to be able to be free and think about all possibility. You also will become more self-aware as you will probably at a young age start to questioning who you are, what you are, or where your future will be. You don't want to go just one way or do whatever your parent told you to do, but you would like to be able to be exposed to various possibility. So this is basically all the trend that you guys are start to creating due to how the whole era is progressing itself. You naturally will start having that desire. And as I say, so have a tendency to evolve itself or find solution for things. So while many of you were taught in the industrial era would naturally want to seek for freedom because you simply don't want to be bounded within those rules. So due to that, you also tired of being perfect. You don't want to be perfect because you guys also went to that everything seemed too good to be true or everything just seems so perfect. So in order to break that expectation, you almost with intention to be imperfect just so you can make a statement of it. So also because of that, diploma, you will start to realize may no longer mean something, not as much as the way it used to be for your parents. So you will realize many of you will have the experience of interview. You realize your employer, which if they are younger generation, they start to interview for a good vibe rather than good knowledge or good diploma. Because many of you start to believe if you are a good person or you are a person that is fun to be with, then everything else can be taught. So this is basically what the trend is going now. And in your mind, you will also start to understand enterprise start seeking for a more efficient way rather than hard-working way to reach the result that they wanted. So remember, those are all results of basically all the era that we've been to, and then we simply start to develop things along the way based on what we were introduced to. So because a lot of people have gone through that era of making money without making effort or simply making money doing the things that they want. So that would also give you guys an idea like degree and making money or being successful simply are not equal to one another. So you will start to look for the way that can make money but without a degree. All those kind of things connect one after the other as you slowly get out of this everything is so perfect, everything is filtered, everything is too good to be true era, which is era of explosion. You will want to seek for authenticity. That is, you start craving for organic things, nature thing, which you can actually see more and more either on youth society, like the social behavior, or even on the way of our eating. Instead of processed food, we are looking for more organic or natural food, or etc. Or instead of shaving before it had to be certain way, no pimple, no freckle, or not even body hair, etc. Nowadays, you will see more and more people embrace their nature look, whatever that is. So those are basically just simply validate what I'm telling you, that where you guys are going. So due to all that expectation, as you guys get into this generation, you guys will start to also tired of all the trend. Like right now, trending, yes, people still kind of follow. Remember, you guys are still taught and raised through those eras. So it's naturally in you, you will still kind of want to follow the trend. But you must start to notice within yourself, you're getting tired of the trendy things now. So you will see many of you start to get tired of all the luxury brand. And then you're looking for something more handcraft, more original, and etc. So you start look for something more unique and something more embrace your individuality. Due to that, people will start to create more tools to help your creativities and to also help take over or replace the repetitive job like people in the industrial time tend to waste their time for, such as constantly counting money, which they think machine can do that, or the information gathering, which is also machine can do that. So right before, there are a lot of job that is simply repetitive and then doesn't require your brain to function in a way, you will start to realize all the jobs slowly got taken over by technology, just so to save you guys more time and give you guys more freedom to be more creative and embrace individuality. So that is also why you will see more and more AI tools that come out, whether it's help you write. Right before, one wanna write will have to worry about either their language or their grammatical mistake or the phrase, or sometimes have to translate from one to the other, etc. You will start to realize nowadays there will be more and more tools to take care of that part and allowing creator to be creative with their idea or a thought. Where before you would totally rely on someone else, or you have to learn certain skill that you simply cannot master. So now you will have the AI to take care of your language barrier, or will take care of your visual. If you lack of creativity, you realize AI is able to help you polish it. Or the people who used to have an idea but thinking, oh, you know what, I don't have that kind of capital, or I don't have that kind of skill to make it into a movie or set, etc., you will also realize there AI to help you manifest that. Nowadays, if you look at the whole AI training going, instead of being frightened by it, look at it as the tool to simply help you to slowly develop your creativity and create your individuality, whatever it is. So they are simply there to kind of help you and pushing you to that level to let go of those repetitive jobs, but then help you figure out what it is that you want to do, or what it is that you are, or where do you think that you would like to be going in the future. So overall, I would say I'm optimistic to the future just because I can see all kind of possibility happening. If people can simply let go of those fear-based. Remember, fear-based is most likely taught by the industrial era simply because you have to meet certain standard in order to be qualified. So based on that mindset, you may have a lot of fear of I'm not good enough, or I'm never going to be qualified, or I never get approved. All those fear that's kind of dragging you and constantly make you compare to the other people and not realize you are constantly compared with other people. Those were most likely taught. And then while you are exposed to all this brand new society that everything is too good to be true, that's also why like when before our standard is pretty low when we don't have technology to confuse our mind. Now you guys are actually introduced by a lot of possibility and also influenced by a lot of information, like you constantly surfing the internet or you checking what's going on in the other side of the world. All those kind of behaviors simply make your minds more confused than ever. Like, what can I do, or what can I be, etc. But instead of look at it as scary part that I cannot get in, I would personally just look at it as this is a great opportunity for me to expose myself to all kind of possibility. And then there is an AI that is on the side simply helping me to push me to that level. Remember, this is only the era of awareness. Era of awareness basically lasts roughly about 12 years. I call a cycle. So once this era of awareness, where we got an idea of who we are, what we are, and where do we want to go, we will then go to the next era of awakening. That is not just you awakening. That is everybody will slowly come to some sense of awakening, knowing who they are, and then that's when we start knowing one another to know where to position ourselves. So due to that, you will also start to realize the desire of social is getting stronger than before. That is also a lot to do with how the era's been evolving and then slowly pushing you guys to that level of awareness. Anyway, overall, I think it's great. Once one can actually come to this awareness, then they slowly evolve themselves to awakening, and then they are able to manifest. The reason I call it manifest is because by then people will get better idea of energy. Nowadays, people simply just talk about it as it is an existence that cannot be changed. Or sometimes they would try to believe it. Believing power of thought, but not really knowing how to manifest it. By then, when ones are having a very good idea of who they are, what they are, and what they can generate, then they will have a better knowledge into the next era of awakening. Like they start awaken to what they can do and what their power of thought is able to influence in so many different levels, and what it is that they can manifest. So in the next era, most of you will start to become more aware of yourself and surrounding before you enter the manifestation era. Anyway, in this very particular episode, just simply share with you where the future is heading from a psychic point of view. So as we all know, every evolution need to deal with some form of demolition. Just because whatever you want to build upon, you cannot build on a shaky ground. You will literally have to break it down to zero, so then you will be able to rebuild from that point up, or at least understand how you can build it with the better idea of the future. So this quick seminar just simply share with you of where our future is heading and what possibility that you guys may be dealing with upcoming time. In the next episode, we're gonna talk about a solution, what you can do, like what actual method that you can do to deal with the era changings and what it is to look forward to. So hope this one quickly answer all your question. Then again, if you like what I'm doing, you are more than welcome to leave a comment below. I will try my best to answer question in the future broadcast. So if you like what I'm doing, follow, share, and like. I'll see you next time. Bye now.